Tucson High School is really culturally advanced. Like, it's so diverse, but no matter what color you are, black, white, red, brown, purple, whatever, they're just so accepting. Ever since me and my mom moved here from Oklahoma, we really have embraced the culture. You know, it's kind of like we've adapted to our surroundings in the positive sense. Like, I'm always dancing folklorico, I'm always speaking in Spanish. I didn't speak any Spanish before I got here. I always had a thing for Mexican girls. I think that's one of the things that I wanted to speak Spanish for, because I'm like a big time flirt. My first real girlfriend was Mexican, and so I just admired how she would speak it with her grandma and she would speak it with her mother, and I was just like, you know, I wish I could do that. So I thought, Hispanic studies, that must be Spanish studies. I'm studying the Spanish language. And I'm like, no one's speaking Spanish in here. You're just talking about consciousness and indigenous people and stuff. And I'm like, what's going on?
What is meant by a social construct? Something society's made. That's a social construct. Race is a social construct. Do y'all get that?
Consciousness is a really big part of the Chicano Studies class. You know, knowing your surroundings, knowing what's going on in the world, not just your own neighborhood, not just your barrio, but like what's going on everywhere. Okay, so we're on the west side of the campus. The African American students, they stay posted on the side of the gymnasium. We have some of the south side gang. They stay on the squares. West Siders. We have the west side gang at this tree right here. And then we also have the jocks, some of the preps, the Abercrombie and Fitch wearers, and people of that sort. Up here under the Ramada, it's generally the white tables. We go from the west side of campus to the east side of campus. It gets lighter and lighter skin. One of our key research questions is what factors help maintain our segregation as to like our family, or whether we just wake up in the morning going, hey, I'm gonna sit with black kids today. You know, so it's kind of like we're trying to find like a permanent means as to coming together. One of our main solutions that happened last month was our Unity Festival. Oppression is a vine using hate as its seed, preaching predominantly to power-driven, creating infinite breeds of... I came out to my school in 7th grade and I was just praying that it didn't get back to my mom. Even though she's really open-minded, we never really talked about homosexuals or anything like that. And I didn't come out to my mom until I think it was the end of my 8th grade year. I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I have to tell you something. So I went to my room and I wrote her this long note about how I think I'm gay and I think I like girls. It was all about I think. It was really, really scary because I didn't know how she was going to react. I went into the living room and I gave it to her, and then I came back in my room and I just started crying and crying and crying. And the first thing that I really remember her saying to me is, Mariah, I'm so glad you could be honest with me. Tocando la guitarra. Say it.
The guitar.
Say it in Spanish.
I can't. She tries to get over on me by speaking Spanish, but I can gather some information. She'll be on the phone with her friend, and she'll be speaking in English. All of a sudden, she starts speaking in Spanish when I'm in the room.
She doesn't know.
Yeah, because she thinks she's slick. But I know the word for party, what time, sneak out.
When I'm dancing, it doesn't matter if it's hip-hop or folklorico, like I'm always goofy all the time, but when I'm dancing, I'm goofy, but I'm showing off. Like, I know how to dance. It's like a cockiness, but it's like I have a right to be. You know what I mean?
Our session will begin in 5 minutes.
We're going to be going to the floor soon, so whoever has been elected to talk about this program, please come forward.
My name is Mariah Harvey. I do believe that these classes are necessary to learn something. Anyone opposed to the knowledge of youth is just, you're not getting it. You have to be ignorant beyond anything to not want the youth to have knowledge. We invite you to come and see our classes unannounced, just so you get a real sense of what we're talking about.
Thank you. You're very articulate and eloquent.
Thank you. You are more eloquent.
Politician.
As a biracial student of the ethnic studies classes, I want to find out as much as I can about everything. Therefore, I can help make things better. At the end of the day, you just feel like so much stronger when you learn something. It's just built such a confidence up inside me.